All right, mic should be on now. Hello, hello. Maybe it works now. I think it should work now. Like I said, I want, not like I said, because you couldn't hear it. Woohoo. All right. I need to adjust that next. I want to do something real quick on my overlays. There we go. We're here. We got it. Where'd they go? Streaming tools, overlays. Just real quick. Y'all can kind of see what I'm doing anyway. I'm pretty open about what I do here. So let's see how this is going to work. We're going to, it's encoding first. That chat is way too small. Text size. Let's get this nice and at least readable. And then text color. Boom. Save. And, ooh, I don't know if, cool. So the chat should be coming back now pretty nicely here. Great. Let's go do the same thing real quick on one other. It looks right here. Now, if I broke chat, that's a different story. That I will be very upset about. Bump that a bit here. Black. Mono. Roboto. Mono. Save. Sweet. Let's turn on also a focus mode. Streaming. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. But unfortunately, that would be way too easy if I were to use OBS. Save. There we go, it's back. Yeah. Keep running, save. All right, so cool, this looks great. Awesome, I think that's all I needed to do now to get this going correctly. Next thing though, let's go back to here. Great, it looks like it's all working now. Sweet, now we can actually see chat. Even better. I like when things can be seen. Awesome, cool. So thank you for bearing with me while I did that. I don't know why my bot's not working. That's a whole other thing. Like stream elements should be working, so I don't quite understand why. But alas, it's weird. Find part and then join again. Unmute. And let me check one more thing in Studio, YouTube. Is it settings? Stream elements is here. The users can remove comments which will appear in and also moderate your live chat messages. I don't know. We'll see if that works. If not, I don't know why the bot's not working. But yeah, cool. All right. So today may or may not be a lot of coding. I'm not sure yet. We will see what exactly happens there. But I am all set up to do coding if we want to, if I get there. But I am working on an app. So I have a couple apps in the App Store. One of them is a coffee tracking app, and that is actually what I really want to do is rewrite that coffee tracking app. It looks okay. It looks all right. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. And let me see if it'll work to show, and we can see what's going on with it. Trust. 1, 3, ba, 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 ba. And then can we add a Oh, nope. Delete that. Edit. All right, maybe it's not gonna work, and that's totally fine if it's not going to. Anyway, so it looks like this right now. I can add things to it. Light. You can choose like pod, bean, stuff like that, grounds. There's a couple things I want to do actually to it though. And you can also add a photo. But there's a couple things I want to do to it. Number one, there's a lot of stuff that needs to change inside the about section, just like name and such like that. So that needs to change. We have and right now it's really only made for tracking coffee, like purchased bags, stuff like that. I really want to make it to where I can also track like coffee shops that I really enjoy. So like if I wanted, like there's like a Houndstooth coffee like by me that I'd like to track and like start tracking like what drinks I get and stuff like that. If you can't tell, I'm really big into tracking these type of things. All of my apps are some kind of tracker except for iHog. So yeah, that's it. I'm thinking of possibly having a public tracker also available to where like kind of like a public database. When you add beans, like things get added to it. Like you can add the beans to the public database, and so when you select from those beans, like you can it's kind of crowdsourced, I guess, in that respect. But I need to get all these down into a way I can actually use them, which makes sense, right? Being able to actually like call these around. I mean, being able to actually like, you know, go through the features, stuff like that, plan what's going to actually happen next. It's been a while since I've live streamed, so I'm really sorry if I'm all over the place. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do is go through, plan out features, plan out data structure as well. Like I said, I've had some data that works in there. I have some data that doesn't, in my opinion, that I really want to change. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Cool. Let's see. I imagine that I will need that at some point. Just trying to figure out my edges here. All right. So let's start off with I'm using FigJam here. There's nothing special about FigJam. I just have Figma already for some like graphic work, so I'm using FigJam as like my way to do it since it's free and since it's included in what I have. So let's go. Let's see what stickers they have. All right, first off though, actually, lies. I know I need to add in a text here, and let's just call it v2.o.o planning. Yeah, no, totally, feel free. I haven't actually started completely. I am using the I love my mic and my mic stand. Let's actually. The best thing about this is that it's not super, it is like a $200 combo, to be honest, like for the stand and the mic, which was really nice for an XLR mic. So the mic itself is a Rode Pod mic. Oops. Whoa, it's been a while. The mic itself is a Rode Pod mic. The stand is the Elgato Wave XLR. And I have these somewhere where I can link them. There we go. So here is the Rode Pod mic. And then the Elgato low profile arm. Yeah, if I want to highlight like what I'm currently, like a comment that I'm currently talking about, I like to toss it on the screen. Yeah, they are super great, super awesome. Of course, the pod mic, you're going to need like an XLR interface to go through. Rode now makes a USB version of this. So they now make a USB version of the pod mic, which honestly I haven't used. I haven't wanted to use. I haven't had a reason to get to use. I have my setup here. Let's see what they have. If I pop up. So it's gonna be adds an extra $100 to get the USB version. So if you don't have an XLR interface and you are not interested in it, then this is the way. This would be a good thing. I've been super happy with the mic. We have two of them actually, because my wife and I did a podcast at one point, and it's been super awesome. Yeah, Roomba is doing its thing. It is going about. Dobby, thank you. Yeah, the robot is always on its way to get me. But yeah, this is the only XLR mic I've ever used, is the Rode pod mic. Like I said, would not be, I don't know. It's great. It's awesome. I haven't had a need or a want to upgrade it. But yeah, so Rode pod mic, Elgato low profile arm, and I also go into the Elgato XLR, Wave XLR. So this is my audio interface. Let's see. Wave XLR. Yeah, and then I go into this interface here. Super great, super awesome interface as well. Super easy to use at the same time. And then what's also super nice about this interface, at least for me, is that I personally, it has a built-in like audio router. So like for the stream right now, I have ARC going for the YouTube for sending in the content and the music, and then I can have the mic go in right here. And then it's all controllable via the Stream Deck, which is really nice. So it takes one in, has a headphone jack to go out. Also highly recommend. Been looking into swapping to XLR, and you currently have an Elgato Wave 3. Nice. Yeah, I've heard good things about those Elgato Wave 3s. I've also heard good things about the Elgato XLR mic. I haven't used it, but I've, again, heard great things about it. So I don't know if that would be up your alley at the same time. The thing that really did it for me though was the thing that I really enjoyed the most is like the mic arm. Like I would always go with a low profile arm at this point, unless for some reason like it doesn't work. I don't know. I really liked it. It gets out of the way. It's nice and slick. It's a good buy. With that being said, I'm going to do a little self promo real quick. If you are ever interested in what I'm like my desk setup and stuff like that, I usually post a YouTube video on my other channel about, my desk tour and stuff like that. That's probably what I'm going to do today. Is record my 2024 desk setup and get a reel going for that, a short going for that. But yeah, if you go drop a follow there, usually I go through like what's in my bag, what kind of tech I'm using, stuff like that. Slowly but surely, all of these live streams are going to go away and will only be on this channel. But yeah, that's what's going on here. Good, I'm glad. The yellow was a decision purely based on the guy who made my profile pictures. Basically, he used a yellow background, and I was like, great, I'm just gonna go with yellow so I don't have to bother him for a transparent background and stuff like that. So I'm glad it's looking great. All right, so we have v2.0.0 planning. I feel like this is currently the SpongeBob beam where you do the big the and stuff hasn't really started. But yeah, so this is what we're going with. Let's just grab. Nah, it's fine. All right. So let's say we're gonna do a features. So let's say blue stickies are features that I want to still happen. So with this rewrite and everything that I'm doing, I'm gonna completely kind of just go from scratch, right? Like I kind of don't care about what I've done before on it, besides that it's a coffee tracking app. First off, let's list off the stack. SwiftUI. And I'm going to actually, I really want to use Swift data with this just for a, if I'm going to start new, I don't really care. I think I'm going to go with Swift data. The issue with going with Swift data is it doesn't do public databases right now. Apple just didn't build that as part of their V1. I think that'll be okay, honestly, if I for right now, because like I know that's a feature that I want at some point. But I'm still not quite sure if that's exactly what I'm going to go with. Like I'm not sure how soon that'll happen, or if I need to start a new database for that. So like maybe I just curate my own like Vapor driven database and server that just has the public information there, but all the private info for the user is in Swift data. I don't know yet. It's an idea. Literally a very basic idea. So let's see. Coffee shops, roasts, roasters, and beans, I guess. So right now we'll just deal with SwiftUI, Swift data. Maybe a Vapor driven server. So this is why I'm like, do I even want Swift data? Because like, do I want to overcomplicate this and make it go into a whole Vapor server route? I think it'd be really fun to have my own server. And by fun, I mean technologically fun. But I really want to like, I kind of want to try to get this out by the end of the month. Whole rewrite, everything by the end of the month. Just get a whole new update. There's a big like push in the indie dev building and public community to try to do a whole new app every single month. I think what I'm going to try to focus on is a new update every single month. Technically, this is like a new app if I'm going to start from scratch, but we'll see. I don't even know if I can switch to Swift data without like completely like right now it's a core data backed database. So I don't even know if I can really switch to Swift data really easily. Features. So as a user, I want to be able to, so I want to keep track of beans I've bought, K-cups I've bought, or I guess pods will be really generic, like pod coffee. What else should we keep track of? Pods, beans, grounds, like pre-ground coffee. Does that even matter? Probably not. Cups of coffee. So coffee purchased. And when it comes from coffee purchased, from where? So really, we're probably going to be building out the data structure today a lot. From where? What size? What was the order? What date? Probably. What else could go in here? I'm not too sure. Oh, a separate cold coffee. So like if it's hot or ice, hot, cold, that's a good idea. Do I want to limit this to just coffee? Like, do I want to somehow think of how to put tea in here? Some people are anti-cold coffee. You're right. Some people really are anti-cold. I am a person who's not anti, but I would prefer a hot coffee. So yeah, I get that. You are totally right. Hot, cold, iced. So this public database feature, imagine we would want ratings of some kind to happen. Has good iced drinks. Has good hot drinks. Teas are a vast category. Yeah, teas are definitely a vast category, and they also do, like, they're just a bit different, right, than coffee. So I wonder if that's like I'm just gonna write it down. Tea. That's fair. You're a cold coffee person, but you'll go hot in a pinch. Fair. I get that. Usually, my wife is also usually prefers cold coffee. And she'll go hot if it's too cold, or if she really needs the caffeine hit. I think sometimes is a indicator to go hot for her. I know it is for me for sure. I don't know. Let's make this orange. All right, so we're gonna keep track of the bean spot, pod spot, ground spot, coffee purchase. I think this honestly, hot, cold. Size, order, date. All right, so I think this is probably a good set of features to start with. And we probably need to also think about, start thinking of like a data structure, so to say. I want to be able to attach a photo. To the coffee log. Add notes to the coffee log. Rate the log. YouTube is not receiving enough video streaming. What does that mean? Is it just because, like, am I frozen? I hope I'm not frozen. So rate the entry to the log. How difficult would it be to implement barcode scanning? I think the issue is more so like getting the info from the barcode. But you know what? We can add that to the list. Yeah, because like I think scanning the barcode makes a lot of sense. I think it's syncing that barcode to the okay, great, not frozen. Awesome. I think it's more so syncing getting the info from the barcode as to like what's been bought, like how to get the info from the barcode. I'm guessing there's a way to do it, but I don't think it's. I shouldn't say it's not terribly hard, but I'm not too sure. I've never done it. But what we could do is start building a data, and again in that public database, the barcode goes to the beans, stuff like that. I think I want the user to also be able to add flexible properties. So like what this means is like if, let's say you want to add my way of rating the entry log is thumbs up, thumbs down, but you want a 5-star rating, you can kind of add your own like rating to here. So the user can choose from a set of types. But that would then have an API cost. Yeah, if the database has the info, the API cost, I mean, right now this app is purely just like a donation base. So every update, it just says, hey, here's a new update. Here's what I put in it. Throw me a cup of coffee if you want. Which honestly, like, I'm not trying to make this a subscription-based app. I just kind of want to like keep this free, basically, as an app. I can just have as a showcase app, basically. Which is where the public database gets hard, because like if I don't want to throw in my own money, this is just something I have to think of. Same with the photos, like how do I pay for photo storage, stuff like that. But yeah, but I'm gonna write barcode scanning API. Look into API if possible to grab the info. But yeah, like I said, I can go through and think about like more of a monetization strategy. I don't want to worry about that yet. Just like it's not necessary at this point to think about like subscriptions and stuff with this. My goal is also like, this is just a project I work on stream. You know, maybe eventually, like I have enough watch hours and stuff that YouTube will pay me. Or, you know, my bot works, and if you type in tip, ! Tip, it'll actually drop the link. But yeah, all right. User can from a set of types, and add custom props to the log. I'm almost out of coffee. There we go. All right. I like these features. I think that's a good set of features to like kind of go off of for V2. Future. These probably probs won't make it into V2 launch. I also don't know what from here will make it into V2 launch, to be honest. So we'll have to see there what's gonna happen. But that'll be what happened. Hey Peter, what's up? Coffee must have. Always, right? Like you always need a good cup of coffee to get through the morning. I know it's been a while also since doing a good coffee stream, but hopefully, yeah, allergies have been slightly rough here, to be honest. A little bit rough, but yeah. I know if you just start live streaming Swift, a wild Peter could definitely appear here. Cool. So we have the features here. All right, so the next thing I want to do is kind of break these into like must-haves features into 2.0 into like initial release features, basically. Yeah, good to see you too, Peter. I know it's been a while. Whoops, oh, does it not? Okay, cool. So let's just prioritize these features a bit here. Actually, we'll do each feature gets its own sticky note, basically. Yeah, totally. Allergies are always bigger in Texas, it seems like. Bean tracking. pod tracking. I feel like bean, pod tracking, these are all different types of like coffee, like grounds, beans, grounds, and pods. Like they're all different types. Like this is just a property. Like it's not really a feature. So let's just do raw coffee tracking, logging, right? So like I think that'll be fine. Thank you, Bit Spectre, for buying me a macchiato. I decided I'm gonna go with macchiatos this time. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You definitely did not have to do that. And you also proved that my bot works. So thank you so much. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's it'll go. It is definitely still a coffee. Always a coffee. Yeah, I don't know. Why not? All right. It didn't slide up like it should, but that's okay. All right, so we have the raw coffee logging here. Part of the logging is attaching allow for a note to be added to a log. You're having one of those. I thought my phone was charging when I went to bed. The mornings, it's now dead. Oh no. Ugh, that's awful. I hate those mornings. Those mornings are always very rough. But luckily, that's true, less phone calls. And it sounds like you probably need to get a little desk charger for your phone. Like a little MagSafe stand, maybe, if you have a MagSafe compatible stand. But yeah. Good thing it takes 20 minutes to get like 8 hours of charge. Yeah, no, don't worry. You don't. No, I think Bit Spectre is wrong there. Like it does not. It takes way less. It takes way more time to get 8 hours of charge. All right. What else? What other feature? So. Allow for a note to be added. I mean, a photo to be added to a vlog. Look, the bot's working. I'm so glad the bot is working. Sweet. All right, rate the log, the entry. So let's say we have rate the entry on, I do want to do this on like a scale of rating. Like I don't want to do just a thumbs up or thumbs down. I think I'm gonna do like a 5-star rating on a 5-point system. Maybe we went to stars. Maybe we'll do coffee cups instead. Something fun like that. Yeah, that's fair. Definitely, like, depending on the day, depends how long it takes. Like, how long it takes to charge and stuff. You thought you had it on the nightstand mode on a stand-up charger, and you were wrong. Oh, yeah. Time for Amazon and time for more magnets than if you're not hitting it right. I honestly have I have 2 MagSafe chargers that I really like. One on my desk is one from Spigen, I think. And it just takes the MagSafe puck. And you just place that MagSafe puck in it and it just holds it up. Another one I have is by Anchor. And it does 3 charges. It has like 3 magnets on it. One for MagSafe. So that the phone can do the standby mode. One for the watch and one for AirPods on the back. This is just normal like Qi charging. Highly recommend something like that if you have all the devices. It just makes it super easy to do. Super easy to like It just doesn't allow it to take up as much space on my nightstand. Ugh. Excuse me. Doesn't allow for as much space on my nightstand. Also, I just take that one thing when I travel now, and it's even better. Sorry about that. Voice is a great time right now. Yeah, if you're gonna spend the money, you might as well do one that does all three. I actually do want flexible properties. I mean, we're gonna just please these out. Flexible properties. I don't know why I'm putting them here. Like, they're gonna go into a GitHub project. I might as well get the GitHub project open. Let's do that real quick. Where'd it go? Here it goes. All right. Oh, compile. Thank you so much. Also for my macchiato. Thanks, Peter. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I gotta get like some sounds here. I have no idea what that sounded like, so I'm really sorry if that was really loud and obnoxious. Probably was. But thank you, and also here's one for you, Bit. Thank you again. I appreciate it, y'all. Y'all are the best. Apparently I had some issues here. Let's archive these. Mark as, let's actually label them first as won't do. Take the bug off. And close. That's a sound for sure. Well, yeah. It definitely is. Alright, and we'll mark these as closed. I will have to figure out some other... I'll get some other sound effects going so I can put them on my Stream Deck. They're a little bit easier. Or add them to the actual alert, and then it's fine. All right, so let's add some, first off, let's make a new branch here. Right, is that what I'm gonna do? Yeah. V2O is a super awesome one. Branch here to start new. We're probably going to delete a lot of this, to be honest. I've been doing a lot of build stuff with JavaScript lately, and it's been kind of nice to not have to worry about it. So we're gonna also, like I said, start basically over with this as well. Cool, so let's do v2.o. Let's put issues in. Do I want issue? Oh, this is what I was gonna do. v2.o. I want to add a, let's clone it. I want to add a license here. Let's first update omyzsh. Let's do a git clone. CD coffee tracker. Git checkout v2-o. Let me grab this real quick. We're going to empty out the repo. Let's see what all is getting added here. I probably shouldn't have completely emptied the repo yet. Actually, at all. I am a ZSHer because that's what's built in. That's the default. I don't have a better answer besides that's just the default, and that's what I go by. I haven't found a reason to switch. Fish, what's it called? Wow. Shell, there we go. For the 90s. Nice. Huh. I mean, yeah, I just haven't found a reason to switch. I'm not in the terminal too often, to be honest. Like, usually it's just for my Git stuff. But that would, so like, you know, it. Let's come back. Undo that. We'll have to figure that out. Usually it's just for my Git stuff. So if I did more in the terminal, I'd probably care more. Using it on Linux before Mac. That makes sense. File. Open. Folder. Oops. And your comment's still there, and it shouldn't be. Open. There we go. Boom. We are here. All right. That is very much a nice thing here. So let's unstage those for now. I want to add a license is what I wanted to do. GitHub. To apply the license to your work, attach the boilerplate note. The following with the fields included by brackets. Replace with your own identifying information. Did you know? I went and I found a lot of like open source projects just to figure out like different licenses and stuff that I wanted to use. A lot of these people, like even Google, they just dropped the Apache license and did not actually fill this part out of like the copyright with the year and the name of the copyright owner. I was very confused. But you know, it's fine. So I just thought you weren't supposed to basically fill that out because like, if they're not doing it, like, you know, like why not? Why would I want to do it? But apparently this is the issue. This is what you're supposed to do. 2024. I would assume the name is like my company name. All right, so let's add the not really a feature, I guess it's a chore. I really shouldn't have branched this like as 2.0. I should have just let it do. Licensing is still somewhat a mystery to me on which to choose when it's not full-on open sourced. Yeah, I mean, usually same, to be honest. I kind of looked through a couple different like repos to get an idea. So like Ice Cube, Mastodon, GitHub. If I just type in enough keywords here, like he uses the Apache license, and I feel like if he's using the Apache license, like it's probably going to be okay to use the Apache license. That, and I saw like Google and Apple are doing somewhat similar. So I kind of just took it from there, to be honest. I didn't really like, I'm also slightly confused as to what to use, when to use, but yeah. Since I'm going to like make this public, I might as well put the license in first. Yeah, aliases are really nice, but yeah, you'd make your own if you weren't so lazy. Yeah, I get that. It's part of the reason to use OhmyZSH is because you can just very easily install some. Open source the world. Yeah. Yeah, it can be that's part of the issue with all of it. With all of the like terminals and stuff is trying to find, you know, once you're ready for more, like once you want it fixed, like once you have questions, trying to find people to answer the right questions. Yeah, exactly. See what's working, stuff like that. I get it. Cool. Let's see. Apparently I was running tests in here. Kind of neat. I didn't know I was. We're probably going to have to remove those GitHub tests. Delete that. Move to trash. I like the danger options. I probably need to change that repo there, that key, so that it's running off of the public repo key, because I think I have a separate one for public repos. And before I can fully make it public, I do need to get rid of this actually. Because I think there is, I can either get rid of it or I can probably just remove my revenue cat ID API key. But honestly, like, what can a person do with my revenue cat API key? Right? Like, if you think about it, a person really can't do anything with my revenue cat API key besides give me money. So I don't really know how much I need to hide that. My favorite is these little view models. I literally just did a toggle details, like very basic tests. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, you think I'm gonna do the same. See, yeah, when you're making $1 million with my apps, I'll think again. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Is if I'm but even like, what can they actually mess with the metrics? Like, they can view the metrics, right? Like, possibly, I think is about it. Like, I don't think they can do much more. Like, they can give me money by putting the revenue cat API key in. Like, that's honestly all it comes down to. So I think the key, I think it's totally fine. I'm not using anything else in here anyway. Those are icons. Work in progress, sources. This just makes sure that the changelog is updated. Include a description. Cool. Yeah, I think actually we can probably make this go public right now. The only reason I want to make this go public is because I kind of want to use the projects and discussions like live at the same time. We'll do squash merging, I think. Change visibility to public. I probably want to merge in the license at the first, right? I would imagine so. Sure. Add license to the project. Adds a open source license to the project. And it's going to run this date. I'm going to let it run the danger build, and then we'll squash and merge. Oh, and it's probably going to fail the danger build because I didn't add a changelog. And I'm going to change all of this anyway in just a moment, but adds the Apache 2.0 license. Why? Is it not checking the changelog? Like, what happened? Because, like, it's definitely new, but it's not in my Anyway, weird. Okay. VS Code. I don't know what's going on with you, but that's fine. All right. We're gonna delete that. Let's go back to main because I totally should not have done that branch as that branch. I should have updated to the readme. Oh well. Let's get these issues. Let's get these added in. Let's make this public first. Visibility, public. Cool. I, at some point, need to add a social preview. Make GitHub social preview. Since we are going to be doing this in different ways to organize, this will be great. Settings, branches, main is fine. Okay. I feel like projects will make sense at some point. I personally no, that's fine. Okay. Let's make a new project. What's the team planning, I guess, is fine. And public, right? This is going to be called a short description about this project. Work to be done for coffee. Cool. It probably didn't need all of that stuff in it, but that's fine. Repositories, coffee tracker. We have one project here, which is coffee _. And that way we can start to figure out to do stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know why I did all of this. Delete. This is silly of me. But I think we can also go into workflows and say when a item is open, item is added to the project. Oh. Set the value to do. Okay. Yeah, these are probably fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, great. So let's get back into coffee tracker here. Make some issues of stuff to do. So like, I guess I'm just trying to figure out how I want to document like actual like full-fledged features here. All right, Peter, thank you so much for dropping by. Have a good meeting. Hopefully your phone charges quickly, and we will see you next time. Also, thank you for the coffee. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you on the Discord, and I'm sure somewhere else on the internet. All right, so new issue. Raw coffee logging. So we're gonna do these as like a feature, right? Yeah, that'll be fine. And we want to add this to the coffee _ project. I don't really care about iterations. All right, anyway. But yeah, let's add a task list here. So these are just going to be user stories. Actually, let's delete this. Delete task list. All right, so for raw coffee logging, I want to keep track of the, as a user, I want to keep track of the coffee I've bought to brew at home. There are different types of coffee I can buy, like pods, beans, grounds. Is there frozen, concentrate, etc. There are different sizes and quantities in each. So I'm starting to feel like this is probably actually something that the user might want to define a little bit more themselves. So like an example would be like a box of HEB K-Cups has 12 count in it. HEB K-Cup of San Antonio blend has 12 counts versus a bag of San Antonio HEB Cafe San Antonio blend 12 ounce whole bean. Like technically, like they're both San Antonio blend, but you got the whole bean and then the K-Cup. So like it's a interesting like way to like figuring out how that relationship works there. Be able to attach a photo of what I bought. I also I want to be able to not only raw coffee logging, and something I didn't put here is something I forgot to take into account is brew coffee. Brewed coffee log, so different brew methods. I feel like this is definitely going to need flexible props. So because like sometimes you need to know the time needed, weight needed, ratio, stuff like that. I also want to be able to add a note to what I bought. I want to be able to rate what I bought on a 5-point rating. I want to be able to quickly indicate if I should buy this again or not. I feel like this is probably enough to like start off with. So now I should convert these into like some kind of like task to actually like do. Oh no. So make a form for the user to add a coffee. That's super simple, super easy. Allow the user to input the name of a roaster. Allow the user to input the name of the I'm gonna look up coffee properties so that we can actually like, oh, let's see, let's just go to Medici coffee. Let's see how they call, like, I don't know. I guess it'd be the name of the blend, like blend name. Allow the user to input the I also wonder, so let's are you really going to do this? Remove. So I feel like part of this is like, we also need to, I think the roaster should be like a separate entity and not just like a string here. So let's convert to issue first off. The form should blend name, product type, so example, pods, grounds, whole bean, I think those can start off with pods, grounds, and whole bean, and then I think at some point the user should be able to input their own product type. And this will be brewed. I don't know if this is actually going to make it for 2.0. So these are like, must-haves, right? Once. Here. Cool. Yeah, so anything in gray is stuff I need to have. Anything in purple is like stuff that I want to do and would be like another update at some point. Where'd this go? Here it goes. Roaster selection. 1 second, y'all. I need a BRB. The maintenance is here. I'm coming. Boys, come on. I am guessing that this didn't actually mute, even though it said it would. I don't know, but I tried to mute and apparently it did not. But all right, let's come back to coding. All right. And by coding, I mean planning. Roaster selection, blend name, roaster selection, notes. Just a note, just like a field of descriptions. Of a description field. We also want to keep track of the purchase information and the like purchase date. Some people would care about the roasted date. Just a few borks. Yeah, they're just a little loud. Only a little bit loud. I gotta adjust my, at some point I need to adjust my streaming focus because it doesn't let my activity notifications come through. So I missed my stand hour for the last hour. Rough. It's going to be a long night to get all my stand goal today. Let's see what else is going on. All right, so purchase date, roasted date. I feel like that's probably enough for right now. Yeah. update. And so this is going to be like an enhancement. And I don't. I gotta get another full year. I'm not gonna miss it. It is gonna happen. I just have to keep an eye on it to make sure I actually get it. Hold on. All right, sorry, I forgot to put on the BRB screen. We're having an issue with our garage, our apartment garage. So, yeah, maintenance is out trying to fix it, and I had to go and do the magic touch to get it to not work again. All right, so we have blend name, product type, roaster selection, note, purchase date, roasted date. Cool. So that form for a user to add coffee info. So that's gonna be the raw coffee logging. Now here's the deal: is I need to get the data model for this as well. Create data model for coffee, for raw coffee. I'm gonna call this a tour. So like when I'm talking about data model, it's because like we need to think about the relationship of a logged entry, so like a purchase happening, to a purchase to a roaster and a blend. So I'm kind of like thinking about this being a little bit like abstracted out. Let's do a new fig jam here. No, go back. Oof. Data modeling. Sure. This is fine. So like you have a coffee. So you have a roaster, right? Which has different blends. Coffee blend 1. Coffee blend 2. And let's just say coffee blend 3. Wow, why can't I type? Cool. So each of these coffee blends, they like the roaster has a potential for having 3 different coffee blends. Well, each coffee blend can be purchased an upteenth millionth time. So like we would have purchase 1. And then we'd have like purchase 2. And then like purchase 3. Right? And the same thing, whoops, could happen here when shift command enter. There we go. Purchase 2. Purchase 3. Let's just have some fun here and say this one got purchased 4 times. And this one is purchase 1. And we'll just say this was purchased twice. Right? So like a person when they're making like entering a coffee log, like should be able to choose from a blend that already exists and should be able to choose from a roaster that already exists. Blend selection. Instead of blend name. Which I wonder if I just have the user enter a blend name and then it's like a pop-up that says, hey, like this exists here, select this to join a new one or something like that. Anyway, that's like a whole new, like a whole different idea route to go. Yeah, so we have the roaster coffee blends here. So this was a really nice like mulling. Oops. Idea as to what can happen. Let's just section this off. Roaster example as to like how this goes, like the option goes. So like I'd probably want to say that there's like a purchase log. So we'd have like a purchase entity here. And then a blend. And then a roaster, basically. So these are different data types, like structs, models that I would have inside the code base. Let's move this into the project that it belongs to. Anyone with the link can view. And I'll be right back. Oops. Wow. All right, I'm back. And supposedly the garage is fixed. All right, so this is the start of the data modeling. Let me grab this link and drop it into that GitHub issue. Yeah, I'm always happy when supposedly stuff is fixed. I will have to say, like, I truly love living in an apartment purely for the potential for things to be, like, super easy to fix and stuff like that. And the fact that I don't have to worry about it getting fixed is even better. Like, honestly, like, I don't have to worry about fixing it and stuff like that. Like, it's part of why we pay money to live here. It's nice. All right. What else has to happen for raw coffee logging? Oh, how to view it. Make a list that a user can view their logs. convert to issue. Labels feature. Cool. I feel like that's basically it for the logging for now that I can think of. And then hopefully we'll actually get started on some of this stuff. Well, a little bit more on the data modeling. I feel like the brewed coffee log is a must-have for this for some reason. It probably isn't, but I want it to be want. Should definitely be this one. This one should definitely be a want. I'm gonna go ahead and move this as a want also. I just don't want to deal with photos right now. So really we're just going to move to having a better way to hold blends, having a better way to hold coffee, like purchase coffee, and then a brewed coffee log. Awesome. A coffee, this should be say a coffee purchase. Make a form for the user to add a coffee roaster. Technically it is part of the feature, but it's not like a task there. Let's see. No, go back. So let's call this a big feature. Roasters, coffee roaster logging. So like this kind of like raw coffee logging is going to actually like go into also like, we'll have a coffee, like a roaster logging system also. And then a blend logging. I'm not quite sure where this rate is going to go, but yeah, that's fine. Coffee roaster logging. Allow a roaster to be logged. It needs the following properties. All right, sounds good, Bit Spectre. Have a good lunch. So we probably want a name. Is there anything else that like a roaster needs as a name? Actually, location also, right? Like address. Yeah, I feel like name, location, lat long should be enough to do that. I'm going make a form for the user to add a roaster make an entity. Yeah. I feel like this is honestly just going to be a... I guess it could be a tab. And then this is optional. In the form, the user can enter an address or search via maps. Feature, projects, coffee. All right. What else is going to happen here? Coffee roaster logging features a brewed coffee log. Blend logging. All right, so I have the features done. Let's I'm trying to make a new label. Let's call it epic. Because like feature feat is just like, I like to categorize these by I like to use the labels for conventional commit prefixes, so that's easy to see. I guess we'll just change enhancement is fine, actually. Label enhancement. I also want to remove the feature label from those. And then we can issues, edit. So enhancements are the top level features. And then feats are like the little pieces that need to be implemented into those. Make a list view that the user can view the roaster from. They're the roasters they have added from. Convert to issue. Convert to issue. Feature. Feature. Cool. I need to change that. Is it gonna stop? Or did it just stop for me? Oh, I think it's just, okay, it's just low. That's fine. Blends. Make a form to add a new blend. Create a data model for blends. Make a list for the blend to make a list for the blend to be viewed. This will be a chore. This is going to be a feature. This is going to be a feature. All right. I thought I had... The brewed coffee log is going to be a bit more intense. That's fine. Make a data model, to be honest, is the first thing to do there. Create a form. Create a list. I'll go back and change these in a moment, but I think that's like the main thing. Let's just grab this info here and grab it in here. Okay, so the first thing is also we need to then design. I know this is like literally not a fun little thing. Let's see, do we want to go through designing it all first, like in Figma? Or do I just want to go ahead and straight to Xcode? I think I want to go ahead straight to Xcode and just start like building the basic structures of everything. I think also with this though, we're going to be doing all right. I guess I need to make some decisions here. Let's set this up properly into a fun little open recent. Oh no, I meant to do this also. Command Shift N, coffee tracker. All right, let's get some of this set up more so to be, let's create a new branch. Chore slash chore dash, what are we looking for here? Initial setup. Open source, or I mean open setup. Chore dash rewrite. setup. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, first off, let's get some. I like to do, because I'm really familiar a lot more with JavaScript tools. I like to do things in JavaScript way more than I do in Ruby or whatever else is used. So we'll do first. There's a couple packages I like to have here to implement some commit linting and such like that. So first, let's get those added in. And there's actually, that really doesn't matter, but we don't have tests. License is Apache 2.0. Coffee tracker's fine. Version 1.0 is, we'll do 2.0 here. All right. So first off, let's grab these. I'm a big believer in SwiftLint and stuff like that. So we're gonna use SwiftLint and not use SwiftLint and not use the formatter. No, Swift format, I think is what we're using. But let's do this first. Grab these. Let's update, let's ignore those. Cool, we have our scripts. So this script is just going to run Swift format and format everything. So in the README, let's get rid of this here. Check your coffee. And iOS app to track your coffee. Fun fact, it's actually the exact same thing. Except right now, we're not gonna do anything with secrets. Let's grab the Husky stuff. Copy. I forgot how I did this. Let's just add it here. New file. Let's see. Let's do commit lint. So commit lint is just going to make sure that the commit lint is just going to make sure that git commits follow the conventional commit format, which I'm actually going to work on releasing a YouTube video for soon. We'll actually want to do format the changes first and then run no commit lint. Right, so let's do Yep, getting started. Okay, so add prepare script to package.json, create a pre-commit hook. Okay, so it's just npx husky init. npx husky add dot husky. So husky is a git commit, git hook manager basically. npm run commit lint. So then here we have the scripts. So that's prepare. That's the prepare thing I was talking about here. We're also going to run a here we will run a commit lint. There we go. All right, so that does a commit scripts commit lint. That should run the commit lint. So I should be able to run npm run commit lint. And it's going to say, hey, found one problem, 0 warnings. What's the problem? Please add rules to your commit lint config.js, which I don't have. Cool. So let's have that. Let's just copy, paste here. So now if I run that, I don't think we'll actually have issues. Great. So basically what this will do now is if I try to add a commit, so we added all the files, git commit -m, which I should probably go and make sure that these are all files I want to add. Yeah. Actually, let's just not add everything. Let's just add the git ignore. Sure. Ignore node modules. Hey, there's an issue, missing script test. Let's go check what that is. I don't have a test. Why is it trying to run tests? Cool. And so now it was able to do that. Now, if I wanted to go and say, hey, let's update the README. I don't even know what's added. Yeah. And I don't put in this message. So git commit -m README change. What'll end up happening is it should throw an error. Here it is. Subject may be empty, type may be empty. So you have to follow the git commit. You have to follow the git commit conventional commit. You have to follow the conventional commit standard. So in order to get this to go away, I would have to write something more of like a doc, because then that's the subject, and then I can do the readme type. You can also get help here. Command click on it, and it's going to say, hey, what is it looking for? Oh, these are what it's looking for. Okay. And then so all your commits should follow that option. I don't want to do that though. Cool. I need to figure out how to get rid of that. There is a workflow I want to do. Let's do... I like most of these workflows here. PR titles, the PR check is fine. Main? Why not? Oh, I already had it in there. Okay. Move to trash. Cool. And then I also do this release please workflow, which is just going to check the GitHub commits and such and confirm if it needs to do a release or not based on the commit log. I think that's all let's copy. Let's get funding in here. Why not? Move. Cool. This project, this app, is being built on at heyjaywilson. Built live. On YouTube, so that's https youtube.com/@heyjcodes. Cool. Okay, I think that's actually all that I need in here. Oh, we also need a Swift format thing in here. Don't hate me, but we're going to change the Swift. People will hate me, I guarantee you. Swift format is going to use 2 spaces. Great. Tab width should be set to 2 as well. Everything else should be okay. I think we have everything else we need. Cool. Let me go make sure the README is actually everything I want it to be. This app follows, this app is following a micro app architecture and uses Swift Package Manager to handle all the packages and modules in the app. Okay. I think it's great. I think we're gonna do it. Tour setup, scripts, and actions. Commit. All right, there are things I need to do that you can't see on screen because they have to deal with some variables and such. So let's switch this to. Oh, cool! I was actually building those in there. Let's change some of these then. We're just gonna focus on my face. I think I have this in my... Add secret. I think that's what I need. All right, I think that'll be what I need to do. Let's do a new pull request. Oh, did I? Yeah, I know we can't automatically merge, I'm sure. All right, so let's create this pull request. Chore. Rewrite. Chore. Setup for. This would also includes updates to README for project setup. What else does it do? Sets up Swift format as well. Don't understand why mark as resolved. Commit merge. I don't think this danger script is working correctly either. I thought I deleted those tests. All right. I think this is probably it for now, actually. Thank you everyone for sticking around and watching. I just don't think there's much I want to do yet. I think next week we will continue this like planning route and work on some of the database modeling. I'm gonna try to do these every Friday. I might do a little bit more, but for sure every Friday. Thank y'all very much for watching. So I think next week, let's actually just go ahead and get these written down. What I want to do. Well, do I have a place again? Write these down publicly. I can put them in discussions. Got it. Let's add a category. New category. Build in public. Just open-ended discussions, right? Oh, it's just category. Work logs. Work log of what's been done and will be done next. Great. Cool. I feel like a discussion is a great place to do this, possibly. I don't know, it might not be. But we'll just do it in work log. So what is today? 05/2024. So today, what was done? To do next time. Figured out features to implement for V1, for V2.0. Open the repo up. Working through or open source. To do next time. Data model the roaster, blends, and purchase logs. Start new Xcode project. All right, yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do next time. So we're gonna data model the roaster, blends, and purchase logs, and then start the new Xcode project. And figure out what the and figure out a basic and wire and yeah, start the new Xcode project. Probably before next time, I'll have some kind of wireframe done that I want to do, that I want to get done here. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So again, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're really interested in following along in the repo or you have ideas, you can always toss in discussions as you have them. Feel free to add to the repo as you want. Like I said, I am going to call it a day though, and I will talk to y'all next week. Bye y'all.